You walk into your room. You haven't been home all day. And the moment you open the door, you smell it. That faint, strange odor coming from the corner where your hamster's cage sits. Maybe it's sharp. Maybe it's sour. Maybe it's something you can't quite describe, but you know it wasn't there last week. Most owners do exactly what you're probably thinking right now. They sigh, grab the cleaning supplies, and blame themselves for not cleaning the cage often enough. But what if I told you that smell is not dirt? What if I told you that smell is your hamster's body, literally screaming that something is wrong on the inside? Tonight, I'm going to walk you through the 5 smells that should never, ever come from a hamster's cage. Each one tells a different story. Each one points to a different danger hiding in plain sight. And the smell at number 1 is one that most owners confuse with a dirty cage for weeks, sometimes months, while their hamster slowly gets sicker. By the time they realize the truth, it's often too late. So if you've noticed anything unusual coming from your hamster's home recently, stop what you're doing and stay with me. What you're about to learn could save your hamster's life, starting tonight. Let's begin with smell number 5. A strong, sharp, ammonia-like scent, the kind that almost stings your nose when you get close to the cage. Most owners blame this on old urine, and they're half right. But here's what they miss. A properly set up cage with deep bedding should absorb urine so completely that you shouldn't smell ammonia at all, even after a full week. If you walk up to your hamster's cage and your eyes sting, that's not dirt. That's a toxic environment. Ammonia fumes don't just smell bad. They burn your hamster's tiny lungs and eyes every single second they breathe them in. Hamsters kept in ammonia-heavy cages develop respiratory infections that can kill them in days. So if your nose reacts, imagine what your hamster is feeling, trapped in that air with no way out. Smell number 4 is one that catches owners completely off guard because at first, it almost smells sweet. A sickly, fermented, fruity odor rising from the bedding. You'd think someone spilled juice in the cage. But no one did. That smell is bacterial overgrowth. It happens when damp spots build up in the substrate, usually because of a leaking water bottle, wet vegetables left too long, or urine that's soaked into uncleaned corners. Once bacteria start multiplying in that moisture, they produce gases that give off that strange sweet smell. And your hamster is living on top of that growing infection every minute. They walk through it. They sleep in it. They breathe it deep into their lungs. If your cage ever smells vaguely fruity or fermented, strip the bedding out entirely tonight. Do not try to spot clean. The contamination has already spread. Smell number 3 is perhaps the most disturbing because it comes from your hamster themselves, not from the cage. A musty, sour smell clinging to their fur. Most owners assume hamsters just smell like hamsters, but this is a myth. A healthy hamster has almost no scent at all. If yours smells musty when you pick them up, something is happening on their skin. It could be a fungal infection. It could be mites. It could be a scent gland that's become inflamed or infected. In Syrian hamsters, the scent glands are on the hips. In dwarfs, it's on the belly. If these glands get blocked or irritated, they produce a distinct sour smell and can become painful, even dangerous if left untreated. Run your finger gently over these areas. If your hamster flinches, squeaks, or bites, that's not attitude. That's pain. Before I tell you the top 2, I need to share something with you. If this video is making you see your hamster in a completely new way, if you're starting to understand things no one ever explained to you when you brought your little friend home, please take 2 seconds right now to hit subscribe. I make a video like this every single week, decoding the silent signals your hamster is sending you, exposing the mistakes that pet stores, breeders, and even well-meaning forums keep spreading. Subscribing helps me reach the next hamster owner who's Googling "why does my cage smell weird" at 11 p.m. in a panic. It could be the reason their hamster makes it to the vet in time. Now let's get to the smells that matter most. Because smell number 2 is one almost no owner catches until their hamster is already critically ill. A strong, unmistakable smell of urine coming from a single specific spot on your hamster's body, usually the rear end. You clean the cage. You change the bedding. But your hamster still smells. That is never normal. It almost always means one of 2 things. Either your hamster has a urinary tract infection, which causes them to leak urine constantly, or they have bladder stones, which are shockingly common in older hamsters and can be fatal if ignored. Both conditions are extremely painful. Your hamster will try to hide the pain, because that's what prey animals do, but the smell will give them away. If you notice this, do not wait until morning. Hamsters go downhill fast with urinary issues. An exotic vet needs to see them as soon as possible, because a blocked bladder in a hamster can become a death sentence in less than 24 hours. And now, the smell at number 1. The smell that haunts every exotic vet I've ever spoken to. A deep, heavy, almost sweet rotten smell, sometimes compared to old meat or overripe fruit mixed with something unidentifiable. If you ever walk up to your hamster's cage and feel like something has died in there, even when nothing visible has, that smell is almost always coming from inside your hamster. It's the smell of infection deep in the body. It can come from an abscess hidden under the fur, a tumor that has broken open, an internal infection from a hidden wound, or advanced dental disease rotting inside their mouth. Owners often assume the cage just needs a deep clean. They spray it, change the bedding, wipe everything down, and the smell returns within hours. Because the source isn't the cage. The source is walking around inside of it. If you ever smell this, do not wait. Do not try home remedies. Do not hope it will pass. Pick up your phone, find the nearest exotic vet, and go. Every hour matters. So tonight, walk over to your hamster's cage. Don't just look. Breathe in slowly. Let the air tell you the story your hamster cannot. Because they have no voice to warn you. They have no way to say something hurts or something inside me is wrong. They can only release these tiny signals into the air around them and hope that you, the person they trust most in the entire world, will finally notice. Most owners never do. But you're here. You watched until the end. And that means you're already paying attention in a way that could save the life of the little creature who depends on you for everything.